Hi, I'm Dave, and I'd like to welcome you to Black Rattle Life. Melinda and I have lived on Black Rattle Lake for quite a few years now, and in 2023, we decided that we wanted to downsize. We started looking into the cost of building a new home, having one built for us, and the costs became prohibitive. Housing prices had skyrocketed, contractor delays were up to 18 months. Having even a mini home brought in was going to be an 18-month process to wait. We didn't have that amount of time. We didn't think to wait and to carry the costs of two homes. So we thought we were never going to be able to do that. But we took a chance and we spoke to the bank, and they opened a process for us. They opened a line of credit on our property that we already owned. And when they came back with the numbers of what they would lend us, we really sat down and looked at the books to see whether it was something we could do. We knew that with the amount they gave us, we were never going to be able to have a custom built home by a builder. So we started looking at the costs and dug out the manuals or dug out the catalogs, went online and looked at lumber prices. I sat down and I thought, how much is it going to cost to build a house? How much are the materials going to be to frame in a house? When the numbers came back from the bank, we really decided to look at it to see how much the materials would actually cost to build a house from the ground up, what each part was going to cost. So went online, we looked at hardware stores, websites to see how much each stick of lumber costs just at retail price, to see how many 2x6s, how many studs, everything we needed that we could think of, window prices, and we made a little list up, and it surprised us. So we thought, okay, this is possible. So then we called to see how much a well would cost, how much septic, how much a driveway, how much having the trees cleared. And we realized that having everything hired out was going to be prohibitive to us. We knew that there were options that we would have to pay for. Plumbers and electrical, they have to be, you have to hire a plumber, you have to hire an electrician because they have ticket to pull the permits. Those tickets to get a house built were actually what you needed to get a building permit approval, to get your occupancy permit, and many insurance companies required that sign off so that they would insure your house to prove that it was built safely. The next really big question we had was, could we, as a couple in our 60s, did we have the physical ability to build a house? Could we take on this project and see it through from the ground up and physically build a house? And we thought the answer was yes. I mean, we both have some health issues, but they're not serious enough that they would really set us back. So we were on to the next step, and that was to talk to our building official in our county. And we asked him if it was possible for us to build a house. And he said, as long as the house was built to the National Building Code, it would pass inspection. We didn't need to be a certified carpenter to build the house. That made us happy. So now it was on to the next step. We got an estimate from a landscaping company, and we got estimates from an electrician and a plumber to see, what they would charge to do a small house. And again, we were surprised. Everything kind of fit within our budget, leaving us a small contingency to work with. We weren't sure if this contingency was going to be small enough, and maybe we missed something. We're not experts. We didn't know. So we decided to go through the numbers all again and see, for the size house we wanted, whether we could do it. And the answer we came up with was provisionally yes. We thought we could do it. When we were first looking at having a build and having a contractor do the work for us, we had estimates that ranged from 440 to 500,000 for the small house we wanted to do, of 650 square feet. When we crunched the numbers ourselves, we came up with a figure closer to 130,000 if we did all of the work ourselves. And that difference just staggered us. It really did. We thought we must have missed something, so we went back to the drawing board and ran all of our numbers a third time just to see, did we actually miss something? Because we only had a small contingency, and if any one of those things could have put us over the edge. But the numbers came out the same the second time around. So we took the leap and started the process. There was a lot of hurry up and wait in the building process. Permitting took forever. Ordering materials took forever. Scheduling trades took forever. What we had to do. and just getting specialized material took a long time. But we knew we could do it, and we had the time to do it, being semi-retired. As we did the build, we documented everything on Facebook for family and friends. We thought people might be interested, and we were absolutely blown away by the response that we got. Everybody that we talked to, I mean, even people we didn't know and have as friends on Facebook, were following our build. And we were getting people on the street telling us that they thought we were doing an amazing job. And a lot of people told us that we should do a YouTube channel. We thought about it at the time, and the amount of time to film, to edit, to upload, and to answer comments, things like that, would have added to our build time. And adding to our build time adds to carrying costs. And with our contingency so small, we didn't think that we could do it at that time. So now that we're close to the end of the build and things have slowed down a lot, we're going to go back and take the video that we had and some of the pictures and show the before and after now with editing, and show you how to build a house, or how we build a house, not how to build a house, because I'm not a professional builder. I'm just an average 60-plus-year-old guy and his wife who just decided that we wanted to have a home of our own. And we thought that having a YouTube channel, there's a lot of young people out there that are looking at homes, people with modest incomes who don't think they'll ever own a home. And we want to show people that there is an option to build your own home. You can do it. It took us 9 months to build a home by ourselves. It's a small home. It's 650 square feet with a 400 square foot deck, because we live on a lake and we want some outdoor space. But it is possible. So our future videos will be on the process from the decision to build to the final construction and getting your occupancy permit. And, you know, we want you to follow along. So if you think that this is something that interests you, please subscribe to the channel. Press the bell icon to follow along, to get notifications when the next video comes down. And if you know anybody who wants to build a house, who's thinking about building and wants to know what the process is, share it with them, please, because we're hoping that this will get more people into their own homes affordably. And, you know, that's our main goal in this. We had a great time building it. It's a lot of hard work, but it saves so much money. So thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed what I said, please hit the like button, and we'll see you next time.